What's up? It is Kristin Kotzebu with Pink Clay, and let's just get into it today, right? You are here for the good, so I am just going to bring it to you. We are going to be talking about how to edit your photos. Now, if you use social media for your personal account, this will be something fun for you, but really, if you're using social media for your personal use, you don't really have to think about it as much, right? You can just throw pictures out there because all you're really trying to do is keep your Aunt Sue from New York updated on what you're up to, right? But if you are running a business on social media, you need to be very mindful of what you're putting out there. Your feed is like a curated magazine for your business. So you want the photos that you put out to be clear and look good, have good lighting. You want, when people are scrolling through their phone, you want them to see your pictures and stop. That is the whole point. So if you are putting pictures out on your feed that are dark or blurry, this is a very important video for you, and you need to start taking the time to make sure that what you're putting out there is worth it. Do not just post to post, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite apps and walk you through me editing some photos so you can see what a big difference it makes. And coming up in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna show you how you can plan and execute a free photo shoot that's going to give you tons of content to post on your social media. So you're never wondering, what do I post today? You are going to have a library to choose from, okay? So be looking for that. If you haven't already, be sure to click subscribe and click the little bell so you're notified every single time a new video is uploaded, which is every single Tuesday. So that video will be coming in a couple of weeks. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Okay, so let's get into how I edit my photos. Honestly, editing your photos is really kind of a trial and error, because if you're outside, you're going to edit a photo differently than if you were inside. What works on one photo might not look good on another photo. And that's why, you see on Instagram these presets that you can buy, and you can buy these presets and they show that you just click this button and the photo looks amazing. That's not true. I've bought presets before, and you have to really tweak them. It is not just a one and done click. Every photo has different lighting, and you just can't use the same thing on every single photo. So I do not recommend wasting your money on buying presets because they're just not gonna work on every photo. So let me show you a few of the apps that I use. Okay, so one of the first ones I use is Snapseed. Now, this used to be my go-to. I used it all the time. Here recently, there's two more that I'm gonna show you next that I use much more often. But I used to just use this mainly to lighten pictures up, okay? So you can see here, this is a picture of my son, and it's pretty dark. So what I would do is I'd go into the tools and I would click Tune Image. And if you click this button, you can see what you're tuning: brightness, contrast, saturation, all those different things. I'm not an expert. I wouldn't get fancy. All I would do is use it. You just kind of scroll your finger over the image and you can see at the top, the brightness is now at 50. I can take it back. I can take it forward. So I would just kind of take it, here's the normal, and I just kind of scroll my finger over until I think, oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so I used it to brightness 57, but let me show you, this was it before, dark, and this was it after. It's just a little lighter, okay? So that really is the main thing I use this app for, but I'll show you a few of its other features. Okay, so I'm gonna click the check because I want it to stay. Now, so if you go to looks, it already has some presets there for you. Again, sometimes you can click one button and it looks great. Other times you really have to tweak things. So I'll just show you a few. There's a portrait preset. There's the before and after. There's the smooth. Y'all, I am not a fan of smooth. Okay, so let me just get on my soapbox really quick. The point of this video is not to be fake. The point of this video is to help you lighten up your photos, make your colors pop, bring people's eyes to your photos. You want them to stand out. The point of this video is not to be fake, and nothing screams fake like the smooth tool. Oh my gosh, y'all. When you post a photo and your face is so blurred out, people know. So stop doing it, okay? All right, back to this. So there is a pop. A lot of people like to use the pop preset because it really just kind of makes your colors pop. So you can play around with those. So yeah, there's some of the features, but again, let me just show you. Here was the before, it's dark, and there is the after. So then I would click export. You can save a copy or you can alter that original image. So if I know I definitely like it better lighter, I'm gonna just click save. If I'm like, ooh, I'm just kind of playing around, I just want to save a copy, but I want to keep my original, you're just going to click save a copy, okay? So another app that I like to use is called Facetune. Now again, I don't use this app to alter my face or anything like that. Let me show you how I like to use it. So I know that online you've probably seen a lot of photos that are really bright and white. And this is the app I use for that. So if you go into Facetune, I'm gonna use this photo. So you can see the background, I'm actually sitting where I'm sitting right now, and the background is really dark. So what I would do, I'm gonna click retouch, go to the whiten tool, and I'm going to zoom in, and I'm gonna lighten everything around me, okay? So I'm gonna lighten the couch, I'm gonna lighten in the background all of this whiteness. And you can be pretty, you know, it's not like you have to be super careful. It goes really quick. You just have to kind of move your finger all around and whiten it all up. Now again, for those of you using social media for your personal use, I don't think I would go through the effort to do this. That's your personal choice, but unless it's something that we're going in a photo album and I really needed it to look better, the main reason why I do this is because it's my business and I want my photos to look their absolute best. So you put in a little extra work, right? All right, so I'm gonna do this really quick. So right now, I wanted to show you, I've done the right side. So look at the difference in the couch color on the right and versus the left. So all we're doing is lightening up our background. So again, in a photo like this, whether it's a couch or if you are out and you take a picture in front of a white wall and you wanna really lighten it up. Now, you see this little toggle, I guess is what it's called, that you can take over to the right or left. So if I wanted it really white, I could go all the way to the right. I have never used it. That's just like way too stark white, as you can tell. So I usually just use it, but as you can see, there's the original and there is all the way. So don't go all the way, that's way too much. But I like it just really right there at the 50. Okay, so that's my favorite aspect of the Facetune. So I'm gonna click the check. So another thing that this app has kind of replaced for the Snapseed for me is you can click edit right here. And again, change your brightness. So I can make this a little bit brighter, just like I did in the Snapseed app, but now I can do it all in this app. You can do your brightness, your contrast, your color, all of that. So I just moved the toggle over to the right a little bit more to make the whole picture brighter. So I'm gonna click the check mark. Then I am gonna go back over to retouch and show you a few more of the things that I love. Details, so if I click that, details is perfect if you are a blogger and you're taking a picture and you wanna highlight the shoes or the purse that's in your photo. You can zoom in. So I'm gonna zoom in on these flowers and I'm just gonna sharpen them up a little bit. So this is just the, it just adds the details to the photo. I'm gonna go and zoom in on my earrings and do that. All right, so again, it just kind of sharpens it up a little. And then the next one I wanted to show you under retouch is glow. So glow is almost like you're brightening a photo, but instead of brightening the entire photo, you're just going to brighten a certain section of it. So I am just going to kind of brighten, oopsies. See, and if you mess up, you can always just click the arrow back and start fresh again. So again, editing photos is just trial and error. You try things, you can use the arrow and go back. What worked on one photo won't work on another. You just keep altering it until you get it how you want. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this is not about being perfect. It's about popping. I'm going to make those glow in the background, the flowers, because again, after brightening it, it was just kind of gray and dull. So I just brightened those up a little bit. I'm going to zoom in and brighten up my earrings a little bit. Again, wanting those to pop. My lipstick. All right, so before I move on to another app that I love, let me just show you the difference between those two photos. So here was the original photo. It's good. A lot of people would post it, but here is the edited version. So again, it's just overall brighter. You can see more of the pink. So there is the difference, okay? Now, let me show you one more thing you can do to that photo in this other app I wanna share with you. So it is called Quick Shot. So you click on it. I'm going to go back to the photo we just edited in the last app. So here we go. I love this. It's so easy. You just click this magic button. And there you have it. It adds a little bit more dimension. Instead of it being, because I do brighten and lighten the photos, sometimes it can seem a little washed out, and I feel like this magic button just makes everything a little more dimensional. It makes everything really pop. So I love this end result in this photo. So I am going to save it, save a copy. And again, let me show you the difference in these. There's the original. There was the first edit. And there is the last edit. Love it. Now back to Quick Shot. I am going to show y'all all the amazing features in this app, and it really doesn't take very long. Okay, so let's take this picture. I'm in Quick Shot. This is a picture of my brother-in-law and his girlfriend on a vacation. They texted this picture to the family, and I thought, I can make that brighter. So here's what I did. I opened it up into Quick Shot. Again, I'm gonna go to adjust. I'm going to click light, and I am going to lighten this up. So already I can start to see them more. I'm gonna click the check button. I'm gonna go back, click the magic button, and voila, look at that photo. It did not take me any time at all, and it went from looking like that to looking like that. I love these apps, and again, I think one of the best things you can do for your photos is just lighten them up. So many people's photos are so dark, so I love lightening up my photos, and then I just love this magic tool. And really, like I said, Snapseed used to be what I used the most, but I'm really just using those last two now. And I'm loving how it looks. I'm loving the brightness and the fun that it adds to my feed. So be sure to go over to Pink Clay Social and you can check out how I've been editing these photos. If you see something you love and you're like, how did you do this? Comment on that photo. I promise I will answer you back and answer any questions that you have about editing your photos. Believe me, it doesn't take long. You'll get used to it. I hope this was helpful to you. Please comment below. Let me know which one of those apps are you most excited to try. And if you have a favorite app that you love, let me know below. Help a sister out. I will see you next Tuesday with a new video. And until then, I hope you have a fabulous week. And remember, you are worthy and you are capable of so much more than you think you are. Bye.